Hey there, firearms fans and curious viewers. Some of the most legendary guns steeped in history, controversy, and raw power were banned, vanishing from shelves due to fierce legal battles. But they're back, and they're not just returning, they're smashing sales records and shaking up the industry. In this video, we're diving into the epic comeback of 5 firearms that defied the odds. We'll unpack why they were outlawed, from heated political debates to safety concerns, and how legal shifts and unrelenting demand brought them roaring back. Get ready for our countdown of the top 5 guns making waves today, as we explore their gripping histories, standout features, and why they're flying off shelves. By the end, we'll tie it all together with a look at what this resurgence means for gun culture and beyond. Join us for a deep dive into these record breakers. It's going to be an intense ride. The AR-15 platform, often dubbed America's rifle, traces its roots to the 1950s, when Eugene Stoner designed it for Armalite as a lightweight military rifle. Its civilian version exploded in popularity during the 1980s for its modularity, allowing shooters to customize everything from stocks to sights. However, the 1994 federal assault weapons ban threw a wrench into its legacy. The law targeted assault weapons based on cosmetic features like pistol grips, flash suppressors, and high-capacity magazines hallmarks of the AR-15. For 10 years, manufacturers like Colt and Bushmaster produced neutered versions, stripped of tactical elements to comply. Some states, like California and New York, enacted even stricter laws, banning specific models outright. Gun shops saw dwindling stocks, and enthusiasts mourned the loss of a cultural icon. The ban fueled debates, with critics arguing the AR-15's military aesthetic glorified violence, while supporters insisted it was a versatile tool for sport and defense. By the late 1990s, the black market for pre-ban magazines thrived, a testament to its enduring demand. The AR-15's comeback began with the ban's sunset in 2004, a pivotal moment bolstered by the 2008 Heller Supreme Court decision affirming individual gun rights. Manufacturers seized the opportunity, with companies like Daniel Defense and Palmetto State Armory rolling out fully featured models. Legal battles in states with restrictive laws further loosened constraints, and a surge in Second Amendment advocacy amplified demand. The rise of social media platforms where enthusiasts shared custom builds turned the AR-15 into a lifestyle symbol. By 2010, the rifle was no longer just a tool, it was a statement. Today's AR-15s are engineering marvels, chambered primarily in 5.56 NATO or 223 Remington, with barrel lengths ranging from 16 to 20 inches for civilian use. Weighing around 6.5 pounds unloaded, they feature Picatinny rails for optics, lasers, and grips, making customization endless. Standard 30-round magazines are back, and advancements like ambidextrous controls and adjustable gas systems enhance performance. The rifle's accuracy with effective ranges up to 600 yards suits hunting, competitive shooting, and home defense. Its modular design means a single AR-15 can transform from a close-quarters carbine to a long-range precision rifle with just a few swaps. In 2024, the AR-15 dominated the market, with over 2 million units sold in the U.S. alone, according to industry estimates. Its versatility fuels its appeal. Hunters use it for varmint control, while tactical trainers showcase its defensive prowess. Online communities on platforms like XBuzz with AR-15 builds and influencers, especially military veterans, amplify its cool factor. Record-breaking sales reflect a cultural shift, where the rifle symbolizes freedom and resilience. Despite ongoing debates over its role in society, the AR-15's comeback is undeniable, cementing its place as a firearms legend. The Beretta 92 FS, a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, earned its stripes as the U.S. Army's M9 in 1985, replacing the aging Colt 1911. Its Italian craftsmanship, sleek lines, and reliability made it a civilian favorite by the late 1980s, with shooters praising its smooth trigger and high-capacity magazines. But the 1994 assault weapons ban struck a blow, capping magazine capacity at 10 rounds a gut punch to the 92 FS, which thrived on its standard 15-round mags. The restriction dulled its edge, as competitors like revolvers gained ground for concealed carry. Some states, like Massachusetts, extended magazine limits post-ban, frustrating owners who valued the pistol's firepower gun shops reported sluggish sales, and Beretta faced pressure to redesign. Critics of the ban argued it penalized law-abiding citizens, while supporters claimed high-capacity pistols fueled crime. The 92 FS, caught in the crossfire, became a poster child for the debate, its military pedigree both a blessing and a curse. The ban's expiration in 2004 sparked the 92 FS's revival. Beretta swiftly reintroduced 15-round magazines, and the pistol rode a wave of growing concealed carry permits. Hollywood played a role. Two films like Lethal Weapon and Die Hard cemented the 92 FS as the quintessential action hero gun, boosting its allure. By 2015, Beretta was marketing enhanced models with accessory rails, appealing to a new generation. The company's partnerships with law enforcement agencies further restored its prestige, proving the 92 FS wasn't just a relic. The 92 FS boasts a 4.9-inch barrel, weighs 33.3 ounces unloaded, and features a double single-action trigger for versatility. Its open-slide design reduces jams, and low recoil makes it ideal for novice shooters. Standard 15-round magazines, with 17-round options, offer ample firepower, while ambidextrous safeties and a decocker cater to lefties and tactical users. Modern variants include Picatinny rails for lights or lasers, and the pistol's balance shines in both self-defense and competitive shooting. Its ergonomic grip and intuitive controls remain unmatched, earning it a loyal following. In 2024, Beretta reported a 25% sales surge, with over 600,000 92 FS units sold globally. Its military heritage and pop culture status resonate with younger shooters who flood X with range-day posts. The pistol dominates law enforcement trade-in markets, where surplus M9s fetch premium prices. Competitive shooters praise its accuracy, and concealed carry enthusiasts appreciate its slim profile. The 92 FS's record-breaking comeback reflects its timeless design and adaptability, proving that even after a ban, a classic can reclaim its throne. The Ruger Mini 14, a compact 5.56 NATO rifle, hit the scene in 1973 as a rancher's dream and a law enforcement staple. Its Woodstock and Garand-inspired action gave it a traditional look, but its power rivaled military rifles. By the 1980s, tactical variants like the folding stock GB model caught attention, only to be targeted by the 1994 assault weapons ban. The law restricted high-capacity magazines and features like folding stocks, branding them too militaristic. Sales plummeted as Ruger limited production to compliant models with 5-round magazines, alienating fans. Some states, like Connecticut, imposed permanent bans on tactical versions, and the Mini 14 struggled to compete with unrestricted handguns. Enthusiasts lamented its decline, with gun forums buzzing about its lost potential. The ban's critics called it arbitrary, arguing that the Mini 14's design was no deadlier than hunting rifles, while supporters pointed to its use in high-profile incidents. The Mini 14's resurgence kicked off in 2004 when the federal ban expired. Ruger reintroduced tactical models with 20-round magazines and Picatinny rails, capitalizing on the home defense boom. Legal victories in the 2010s loosened state restrictions, and the rifle's reliability won back rural and law enforcement users. By 2020, social media showcased Mini 14s in action from ranch work to tactical drills, rekindling interest. Ruger's marketing leaned into its heritage, positioning it as a bridge between classic and modern. The Mini 14 weighs about 7 pounds, with an 18.5-inch barrel for balance. Its Garand-style action ensures smooth cycling, and modern variants feature synthetic stocks, adjustable sights, and rails for scopes or lights. Chambered in 5.56 NATO or 223 Remington, it's effective up to 300 yards, ideal for varmints or defense. Its stainless steel models resist corrosion, a boon for harsh environments. The rifle's simplicity, with fewer moving parts than an AR-15, appeals to users seeking low-maintenance firepower. In 2023, Ruger reported a 20% sales spike, with Mini 14s selling over 150,000 units. Its versatility shines in rural settings, where ranchers praise its durability. Competitive shooters and preppers on X hype its reliability, and law enforcement agencies still deploy it for patrol. The Mini 14's record-breaking sales stem from its unique blend of tradition and tacti-cool appeal, proving this underdog can roar back after a ban. The Glock 17, a 9mm polymer-framed pistol, redefined firearms in the 1980s with its minimalist design and rugged reliability. Developed by Austrian engineer Gaston Glock, it became a law enforcement favorite and civilian bestseller by 1990. But the 1994 assault weapons ban targeted its 17-round magazines, capping capacity at 10 rounds. Critics dubbed it a plastic gun, fueling fears of undetectable firearms, though the Glock 17 was mostly steel. States like New Jersey banned high-capacity versions, and sales slumped as shooters turned to compact alternatives. Gun stores saw stacks of low-capacity Glocks gather dust, and the brand's reputation took a hit. The ban ignited debates, with opponents arguing it unfairly limited self-defense options, while supporters claimed high-capacity pistols escalated urban violence. The Glock 17, once a symbol of innovation, faced an identity crisis. The ban's end in 2004 unleashed the Glock 17's comeback. Glock flooded the market with standard 17-round magazines, and the concealed carry surge of the 2010s propelled its popularity. Law enforcement contracts, including with the FBI, restored its credibility. Glock's Gen 5 models, launched in 2017, added modern touches like optics compatibility, appealing to younger shooters. Social media amplified its hype, with influencers showcasing its durability in extreme tests. The Glock 17 Gen 5 features a 4.49-inch barrel, weighs 25 ounces unloaded, and offers a modular backstrap for grip customization. Its striker-fired system delivers a consistent trigger pull, and minimal controls, just a trigger guard and slide release, ensure ease of use. With a 17-round magazine, extendable to 33, it's a powerhouse for self-defense or competition. MOS variants support red dot sights, and enhanced ergonomics reduce recoil. Its corrosion-resistant finish thrives in harsh conditions, making it a go-to for professionals and civilians alike. In 2024, Glock sold over 700,000 units worldwide, with the 17 leading the pack. Its dominance in IDPA and USPSA competitions, coupled with endorsements from tactical trainers, drives sales. Ex-posts highlight its role in concealed carry, and surplus police trade-ins flood the used market. The Glock 17's record-breaking comeback proves its design simple, tough, and adaptable can outlast any ban, cementing its legacy as a firearms titan. AK-47. The AK-47, chambered in 7.62 by 39mm, is a global legend, designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in 1947 for Soviet forces. Civilian versions, like the Romanian WASR-10, gained U.S. traction in the 1980s for their ruggedness and affordability. But the 1994 assault weapons ban targeted features like bayonet lugs, pistol grips, and 30-round magazines, deeming them too militaristic. Import restrictions, including the 1989 ban on Chinese AKs, tightened the noose, citing their use in crime. By the late 1990s, compliant AKs with fixed stocks and 10-round magazines felt like shadows of the original, and sales tanked. Collectors hoarded pre-ban models, driving black market prices sky high. Critics of the ban argued it targeted aesthetics over function, while supporters linked AKs to gang violence, making the rifle a lightning rod for controversy. The AK-47's revival began in 2004 with the federal ban's expiration. Manufacturers like Century Arms introduced compliant yet feature-rich models, tweaking designs to meet import rules. The 2010s saw a tactical boom, with AKs starring in shooting competitions and survivalist culture. Legalized imports from countries like Romania and Serbia, plus domestic builds, flooded the market. X became a hub for AK enthusiasts, sharing custom builds and range footage, fueling its cult status. Civilian AK-47 variants, like the WASR-10, feature 16.3-inch barrels, weigh about 7.5 pounds, and use stamped receivers for durability. Standard 30-round magazines are back, with polymer or steel options. Hardwood or synthetic furniture maintains the classic look, while some models add rails for optics or lights. The AK's loose tolerances ensure reliability in mud, sand, or snow, with an effective range of 300 yards. Its simplicity, fewer parts than Western rifles, makes maintenance a breeze, appealing to preppers and hobbyists. In 2023, civilian AK sales hit 500,000 units, a record per industry reports. Its affordability, starting around $700, draws first-time buyers, while collectors chase rare imports. Communities celebrate its historical allure, and tactical events like two-gun matches showcase its versatility. The AK-47's comeback isn't just about sales, it's a cultural force, proving that even after bans and stigma, its rugged legacy endures, breaking records with every trigger pull. The Springfield Armory M1A, a semi-automatic rifle chambered in .308 Winchester, traces its roots to the M14, the U.S. military's short-lived battle rifle of the 1950s. Introduced in 1974, the M1A became a civilian favorite for its power and historical appeal, popular among hunters and competitive shooters. The 1994 assault weapons ban targeted its 20-round magazines and tactical configurations, like the M1A Scout, labeling them assault weapons. Some states, like New Jersey, imposed stricter bans, limiting capacity and features. Sales plummeted as enthusiasts turned to compliant alternatives. The ban's expiration in 2004, combined with the National Rifle Association's advocacy and court rulings affirming gun rights, sparked a revival. Springfield Armory reintroduced full-capacity models and modernized variants like the SOCOM-16, tapping into renewed interest in long-range shooting and historical firearms. The M1A features a 22-inch barrel, or 16.25 inches for the SOCOM, weighs 9.3 pounds, and uses a gas-operated system for reliability. Its walnut or synthetic stock, adjustable peep sights, and optional rails support optics. The .308 round delivers stopping power for hunting and precision for matches. In 2024, Springfield reported a 30% sales increase, with over 150,000 units sold, per industry estimates. Ex-posts praise its accuracy in CMP matches, and hunting blogs highlight its versatility. The M1A's record-breaking comeback blends heritage with modern performance, captivating shooters seeking power and precision. The Smith & Wesson model. The Smith & Wesson Model 29, a .44 Magnum revolver, became a cultural icon after its 1955 debut, immortalized by Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry in 1971. Its raw power made it a hunter's and collector's dream. But the 1990s brought trouble. Urban crime fears led to state-level bans on high-caliber handguns, with places like Chicago restricting .44 Magnum sales. The 1994 Brady Bill's background checks and waiting periods further dampened demand, as revolvers faced competition from semi-autos. Sales waned until the early 2000s, when concealed carry laws expanded and Hollywood nostalgia reignited interest. Smith & Wesson reintroduced classic 6.5-inch models and new variants like the 4-inch carry version, leveraging relaxed regulations and a resurgent revolver market driven by collectors and big-game hunters. The Model 29 features a 6.5-inch barrel or 4-inch options, weighs 48 ounces, and uses a double single-action trigger. Its blued or stainless finish, hardwood grips, and adjustable sights exude timeless style. The .44 Magnum delivers unmatched power for bare defense or hunting. In 2024, Smith & Wesson reported a 22% sales jump, with 100,000 units sold, per industry data. Trends show collectors flaunting custom engravings, and shooting channels highlight its recoil thrill. The Model 29's record-breaking revival proves revolvers still pack a punch, blending cinematic legacy with practical firepower. Well, folks, we've just blasted through a wild ride of firearms that laughed in the face of bans and strutted back onto the scene like they own the place. These comeback kings didn't just return, they're selling faster than hotcakes at a county fair, proving that good design and a bit of grit can outlast any legal kerfuffle. This whole saga's more than a tale of metal and gunpowder. It's a snapshot of a culture that's as stubborn as a mule and twice as loud. The laws might shift like quicksand, but the love for these firearms, that's rock solid, fueled by everyone from weekend range warriors to collectors who'd sooner part with their left arm than their prized pieces. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe brag about your own range adventures, or just geek out over the tech. Subscribe to keep up with more stories from the wild world of firearms, and stay sharp on the laws that keep this circus spinning. These guns didn't just beat the bans, they're rewriting the rulebook with every sale. Thanks for joining us.